Thank you, Madam President. First I want to say that I'm in favor of this paper and that I'm proud of this body for coming together so quickly to determine how to allocate those that 10% of the FY25 surplus. That being said, I do feel compelled to comment on the process that got us here. On November 15th, Council received the city's unaudited surplus estimate of roughly $22 million. That was less than a month after we were told that it would be cataclysmic for us to even consider a reduction in our tax rate. After that estimate was shared, I sent an internal stress on that memo to the CAO asking for two things. First, basic clarity on when the administration knew the surplus was trending to that size. And second, the administration to consider, again, emphasis on consider, supporting Councilmember Lynch's resolution requesting a side-by-side budget iteration for FY25. What has been hard for me is the tone of the response that followed. The mayor's letter in response described my request as, quote, wholly inappropriate and suggested I was criticizing the CAO for carrying out his charter responsibilities. I've sat with this for a while and I continue to be surprised by this type of framing. My memo was internal, it was process-rooted, it was process-focused and rooted in the same values of transparency and collaboration that we have espoused for most of this year and certainly much of this evening. Not to mention that the charter is clear about the council's responsibilities and authorities as it relates to adopting the city budget. I also want to name something gently but honestly, that as a woman in public office, it is painful when reasonable oversight is met with a tone that feels condescending or like I'm being lectured about the basics of government. I know and respect the city's charter. I understand the difference between a legislative ordinance and a resolution. The implication that I do not is belittling and dismissive of both my education and my 20-year professional career. My intent was never to blur roles or to direct the administration unlawfully. It was to do my job on behalf of residents, ask questions early, and make sure we are all working from the same information. What makes this harder is that I've worked consistently and sincerely to partner with this administration. Yes, I have pushed for accountability when needed, but I've also made space for collaboration, even when that work was not visible or headline-worthy.